Wait, what? Oh my goodness. So let me see if I get this straight. The United States of America can give billions and billions, zillions if not, to Israel. The United States of America can give billions and billions and billions, if not zillions, to Ukraine. The United States of America can write copious bills for Israel. The United States of America can get copious bills passed for Ukraine. But somehow, when Americans, specifically Black Americans, talk about reparations in this country, that this country did to a specific group of people, that's when they can't find the money. That's when we have to concern ourselves about inflation. That's when, well, what's going to happen? What are you going to do with the money? I'm sorry, but that's some nonsense, okay? And you can miss me with that nonsense. And I say that to say this because there has been a bill that has passed the House with only, I believe, 91 people who did not vote for it. 91. Think about that. Do you understand? Hundreds were like, A-okay. 91 people in the United States of America in our House, a part of Congress, voted against this bill. And this bill is the Antisemitism Awareness Bill. Now, mind you, let's pause for a second because when we had Trump passed an executive order for anti-Semitism on college campuses. We already have that. And I was against it, just like many other actual Americans who were against it, okay? Because that was a violation of free speech. He passed it. So if Trump gets in office, he's definitely going to be bootlicking. Definitely. Now, the reason why the 91, or I believe out of the 91, 20 Republicans, only 20 Republicans, think about that. 20 Republicans said no to this. And the reason that they said no to this was some bull crap. I want you to understand this is a hustle. This is a hustle because you have one such Republican, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who highlights the reason why she was against it. Because what they are trying to do, listen, what they are trying to do, these bootlicking sons of guns, okay, are trying to say, well, this is an attack on Christianity. That's what this is. The reason I'm not going to vote for the bill is because it says that I can't say that the Jews killed Jesus. Now, follow me here, bruh. Follow me here. This is a long list of what they describe as anti-Semitism. And the only issue that Marjorie Taylor Greene and the rest of them have is with the fact that they say this is an attack on the Bible and you can't say that the Jews killed Jesus. Bruh, that's the only issue you have with everything else. They talk about, hey, you can't criticize them for anything that they do, because if you criticize them for anything that they do, that in and of a nutshell is anti-Semitism. You can't accuse them of dual loyalty. What? I can't even accuse you of dual loyalty? You can't talk anything about the Holocaust. You can't even question nothing they say. But let me get this straight. They do this with slavery. They do this with black people. As far as when it comes to the entertainment industry, when it comes to the records, everything that they have listed in this bill, this is done to us. They question slavery all the time. Well, you weren't even enslaved. You know, slavery wasn't even that bad. You know, black people had slaves. They do everything and anything to undermine slavery. But in this bill, hey, you can't question nothing. And if you do, that's anti-Semitism. They go on and talk about, hey, when you talk about Israel, as far as Israel, the self-determination of Israel, if you question that, that's anti-Semitism. What? What? Are you kidding me? Are people crazy? Do you not see what's in front of your face? This is eerie. It's getting to the point where it's like the emperor has no clothes on, and it's like, is this the Twilight Zone? Any form of criticism, any form of suggesting that the group is responsible for what one person did, isn't that what they do? Not they, but isn't that what the country does to black Americans? Oh, black people are responsible for 50% of the crime. Black people do. Bro, that's not all black people. What are you talking about? Everything that this country has done to us, they are saying, hey, you can do it to the Negroes. You're not doing it to us. And the fact that it passed in the House should tell you something. Should tell you something. Out of both Democrat and Republican, we only had 91 people say, no, this is not okay. Think about that. This has nothing to do with any Christianity. That's their scapegoat. If that little line talking about, hey, even saying that Jews killed Jesus, that's anti-Semitism. If that wasn't there, Marjorie Taylor Greene and the rest of the Republican Party, the 21 of them, would be okay with the bill. Let that sink in. Let it sink in. This is foolishness, okay? That's what this is. This is foolishness. This is un-American, unpatriotic. This is drivel. That's what this is. And I've said this time and time again. When it comes to X, when it comes to Elon Musk, we saw what happened to Elon Musk. This man had to fly over to Israel to bend over for Netanyahu, bruh. That's what he had to do in order to get the advertisers back on the platform. And even still, they're not all back. That's why he had to come out with the Premium Plus or whatever, because he's bleeding money. That's why. This fool's the one that says, hey, you can't say infantado or say, a free state on Twitter because that's anti-Semitism. And the ADL thanked him for it. Miss me with this free speech. Miss me with this. If only the American people, if only Republican Party could see how you are being hoodwinked and bamboozled when it comes to the free speech, when it comes to if they could see, if they could open their eyes when it comes to this anti-Semitism nonsense, if they could just open their eyes when it comes to police brutality, when they could just open their eyes when it comes to social programs, okay, that not everything helping American people is socialism, is communism. If they can just open their eyes to that, man, this country would be for the better. This country would actually be a great place for everyone to be. If everything in that bill was applied to black people, you would have Tucker Carlson, Fox News, and the rest of them talking about, oh, this is anti-white racism. This is anti-white racism. This is DEI. This is CRT. But for some reason, they turned a blind eye when it comes to the Antisemitism Awareness Act, as if nobody was aware. Miss me with this nonsense. You can miss me with this nonsense. And every single one who passed this bill, they should be kicked out of the country, not out of Congress. What, Lucas? Yes, 100%. Out of the country. Because what you have just relayed to me is that you hate the country. That's what you've relayed to me. Marjorie Taylor Greene, all the Republicans who have an issue with that one line about, oh, you can't say Jews killed Jesus. You hate the country because everything else that they say you can't say is un-American. How about you take your butt to Israel and go live there? Get out of the USA. It's as simple as that. And that's not an attack on Jewish people or any of that. Because this is an attack on the country. That's what this is. Moment in time you can't ask questions and they frame those questions as anti-Semitism. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I want that same privilege. I think black Americans should have that same privilege. Don't even question slavery. Don't even question as far as blaming black people on for crime and stuff. That's racism. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe, look, listen, it sounds like you're a bit anti-Semitic yourself, Lucas. Or if you have believed, it has nothing to do with anti-Semitism. It has to do with nonsense, which is what this bill is. And everyone who passed it, even with the people who have an issue with the bill, until we find out what their issue is, they're, as far as un-American, I would label them un-American 100%. And it's funny how all the Republicans are starting to see maybe the left wasn't so crazy. Maybe you guys have been blinded. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe the, what's her name, AOC, Tlaib, and the rest of them weren't anti-Semitic. Maybe you guys have just been having a boot in your mouth on a variety of other topics. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. We'll see. Nevertheless, if you happen to disagree, you know what's up. Friday to Sunday, disagreement day, call in, we'll hash it out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think about this bill. When do we get our bill, bruh? When do we get our bill? Every day is a freak. Every year, every day is a Holocaust for black people, okay? When it comes to police brutality, when it comes to the education, when it comes to the medical, when it comes to redistricting, trying to get to minimize our vote. When do we get our bill? We just had a Buffalo, right? Person specifically and solely targeted black people, spared non-black people. When do we get our bill? But that's the thing. You can't tell me this country isn't racist. You can't tell me. Because it's clearly racist towards one group of people. Anyways, till next time, guys, be amazing. It's getting to the point where it's like the emperor has no clothes on.